Directed by Mark Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillette, Ready or Not takes place on a bride's wedding night. The events take a sinister turn when her eccentric new in-laws force her to take part in a terrifying game. In-laws can be murder. Hey there, creepy peeps. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome back. If you're returning, hey, what's up? I love you. I'm gonna take you guys with me to the movie theater as I go see Ready or Not. Just to be clear, by take you guys with me, I don't mean I'm going to do anything illegal like pirate the movie. I mean more along the lines that I'm going to take you guys with me to the theater, leave you in the car. Don't worry, I'll leave the windows cracked, and then come back and tell you what I thought about the movie. I feel like this movie kind of snuck up on me, I think. I don't remember seeing anything about this movie at the beginning of the year when I was going over the horror movies that were coming out this year. Or if I did, it didn't have any information yet, so I had forgotten about it. So it felt like just out of nowhere, I was seeing trailers everywhere and I was just kind of like, oh, this seems interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I was intrigued and I'm a little bit excited to see it because it seems very much along the same lines as You're Next. And I love You're Next. It's a great movie. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about, I have to admit, are the directors. Just looking at the stuff they've done so far, they are exactly 50-50 with me. I've seen exactly two things that they have done. One of them is a short. They both directed a short in the horror anthology Southbound, which I talked about not too long ago. I think it was in my Amazon Prime Day horror movie recommendations. What did I call that video? Link it in a card at the top if you want to watch that. On that, I'm like, cool. That's a good sign because I liked what they did there. But they also both directed Devil's Due, which not a fan of. I remember very much not liking the movie. So I'm like 50-50 with this. I'm like excited, but I'm worried too. But the only way to find out if I'm gonna like the movie or not is to actually go see it. So let's go. So I just came out of Ready or Not, obviously. Check the tongue. Really went hard on the cherry icy this time, sorry. I just came out of Ready or Not, which was exactly the violent escapism movie that I needed this week, seriously. It's a really fun movie. I mentioned that when I first heard of the movie and I first saw the trailer, it seemed very You're Next-esque, and it definitely has the same like spirit, I guess, as You're Next, where it's just as fun, just as gory, a little bit cheesy, but kind of like self-aware cheesy, and it's funny, and it was just a great time. It was just a great time. It was, I don't know, it was just really immersive. So you're spending this entire movie literally in this like mansion of this family. Everything's just so well decorated, and all of the family members of the groom, Alex, are they're characters, aren't they? They're like caricatures. They're just like a little bit like over the top and funny, but not like bad over the top. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, I'm a professional movie reviewer and I don't know how to explain things. Not a professional movie reviewer. But the characters were fun and they had like some depth to them, but they were also crazy. I don't know if that makes any sense. Obviously some more than others, like there's varying levels because there's like, I don't know, like 7 or 8 members of Alex's family that are playing this game. They're all hunting her. It is made clear in the trailer that this is a deadly game of hide and seek. And I like that you can tell, like, it is just like, it's the performances too that are really like subtle and well done. Like you can see in some of their faces, like maybe some of them don't necessarily want to do this, or some of them are just like so far into it that they're insane. And that's all I can say on it without giving anything away, because there is stuff that, at least I think none of the I only saw one trailer, so I don't know if any other trailers gave this away. I hope not, but there is like a twist at the end, so I won't give anything away on that. If you liked Samara Weaving's performance in Mayhem, you're gonna like her in this one, I guarantee it. I feel like she's turning into a regular like horror movie badass. Like any more movies like this, and I'm just gonna expect to see that out of her. If I see her in any sort of violent movie, I'm just gonna expect her to be kicking asses. I loved her in this. Like, I was fully into her character. I thought she was great. The whole inside of my mouth is already as red as this icy, so no point in stopping drinking it now. I thought the gore was also really good. I wasn't super sure on how gory it was gonna be. I actually don't know. Is this movie rated R? I love how I'm guessing that after I saw the movie. Like, it was clearly rated R with the level of gore that's present. So for anybody who loves blood and guts and awesome effects like that, you're gonna have a good time with this. Basically, I just had fun. It was a surprise little movie, and it came out of nowhere, and it was good. And yeah, it's just fun. Ending wasn't bad. I just had a minor problem with one character right at the very end, and if you've seen the movie, you probably know, maybe you know what I'm referring to. I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to say who the character is or what they did. It was a little bit out of character, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of their dialogue at the end, like their change of character right at the end. That's all. Overall, I think it's pretty apparent. I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was well done. It was just like the right amount of like gore and humor and cheesiness that it just worked for me. Might not work for everybody. It's okay if it doesn't work for everybody, but it worked for me. So, I mean, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. This is Wednesday afternoon, so just keep that in mind as you see these ratings that I'm about to read out. On IMDb right now, it has a 7.2 out of 10. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has an 89% critic score, and that's out of 90 reviews, and an 88% audience score, and that's out of 120 reviews. So far, so good. And then on Letterboxd, I don't know why I always say it like that, it has a 3.6 out of 10, and a couple of you guys have seen it, not too many, but it looks like all 3.5s, 4s, 4.5s, and a couple of 5 stars also. So but it's still early, you never know, not everyone's gonna like it, and that's okay. So if you have already seen Ready or Not, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about it. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here, become a creepy peep today, and you can ring that notification bell down there to be notified every time I post a video, even though it doesn't always work. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay strange. Bye!
This video is brought to you by all these lovely creepy patron peeps that you see listed on the left-hand side of the screen. If you want to find out the perks to being a creepy patron peep, you can follow that link that is in the description of this video. No pressure, but it's there if you want to check it out. Thanks for watching. Bye!